have arrived. I have arrived. Hi. This is Cupcake Land, but in my sense of the world, I see this kind of looks like a waterfall, like one of those, it's kind of like a park fountain. But then in my mind, I could, like, there's like a waterfall falling off of it. It's like there could be trees here, as if like it was like a forest area. And then this thingy, I don't know, it's like a sunshine. There'd be like a big sunshine here. This thing is a dome. It could be a sunshine. These things. This is like a little cave of some sort. These things are like, on there, just not painted. They have like, almost like sprinkles and like a drizzle of chocolatey stuffy, but this reminds me of a tree. It just looks like a tree to me. Like a little sign where we have cupcake on you. A little cupcake on you. Now this thing kind of reminds me of a boat. How do I know that it reminds me of a boat? Well, if it was like this and there was some kind of like rim and it had like the base and it would go against the water like that, then yeah, it's a boat. My chair, we have my table, we have my other chair, and in my mind, you don't really sit down in a chair inside of a forest. Shows my that. Okay, it's like they open up like that. It's like little boxes. They kind of look like rocks to me, like because on the edge of a waterfall there would be some rocks here, so I would attach them like there, like that, and then they would be like rocks. And it would be like a rock statue going up the edge of this guy here. The table. I'm just seeing a s'more. Like the flat surface of it looks like a s'more. Like it could be a part of the fountain. Like it could be the start of the waterfall. KaomiCloud, welcome to the cloud. Whoosh. Let's start. Let's do this. So basically the start was gluing all the features together with me hot gun. So we had that waterfall tabley thingy, and then my rocks, and then my cave, which would be made of that chair table. And then I wanted to make some kind of watery thing, and so I got this chain of beads. If you remember from my beautiful video with I had my grandma wig, that was my Toku video. Yeah, I made it water, so that's water. The beads are water, and so this is my tree, the little tree. It's a sign. And then my boat, I glued on my boat, and it's beautiful. And we can see that I'm filling in the corners now. You have to like fill in the little spaces. And oh yeah, I was observing. I found something very unique about this tree, that like when you glue the plastic onto the tree, the like they start to move. It's like magic. It's like the ghost is like pushing them in. It's, I think it's like the plastic of the trees melting, but it's kind of funky. It's not happening anymore. Yeah. But yes, it happened. It was beautiful. And then after that, we did a little bit of a waterfall. I found these random tinsel things. I think they were from some sort of graduation ribbon I had or something. But then I filled in the rest of the space, kind of like the top, with like yarn to make the rocks, make them thick. The rocks are noodle strings. And then we started the undercoat base. It was very white. And then I got out these things. I think they're bathroom temperature taking things, but I like them because they are shaped like a traffic cone and they look like trees. So we glue them all around, and then we continue the little undercoat base. And the undercoat base was a very thick coat. It was like we were making the forest entire snowy place. Aduga. I did the front and back of a said thing. Basically, the front wasn't too hard. I mean, the string, it was like, it wasn't that fuzzy. I chose strings that weren't fuzzy. And then after that, we went in with the water. I started the water. I kind of went in with like like 3 different mixed colors to kind of see which one I liked. I did like kind of like it was an ombre-ish for the waterfall. I don't know if you can see, but there's like the little speckly circly, and that speckly circly, it's like the water is missing. So my waterfall, there's a part of it that's kind of levitating above water right now, but that will come to my mind later. And then we have the grass. The grass was like this big field of greenery. It was gorgeous. And then we have the trees. In the beginning, I didn't really know which green to use. I was like, okay, so I'm gonna do green. I'm just gonna do one green. And then later on, I kind of figured out what kind of green match I wanted to do. But on the back of it, I did like a little ombre in terms of like a light blue, and then I did a little bit of a sunset because I wanted it to look like the front of it was like a forest, and the back of it was like a non-covered forest. But the forest still exists on the back because the trees, it's a rainbow tree factory. And well, there's also this space thing. It's like there's a sunset, and then right above there's a space, and then there's the like even more sunset rainbowy. And because I had a leftover rainbow, I transferred some of that to the front, and I did polka dots. I did, and then also that boat. So essentially the rainbow boat is like if you built a boats are made from trees, and thus because the trees, they would have their boat made of stuff. The rainbow trees made the rainbow boat. And here's me singing.
There is no fear now. I know we can just be free. I will love you unconditionally. There is no fear now. I know we can just be free. I will love you
So I did indeed figure out that I wanted to make the trees dark and then the grass around it a lighter green. So that's kind of, I went in that little space. And then I went around with these little polka dot stars because I kind of wanted them to be a little bit larger. And then, I don't know if you saw, but the water is more blue. It's more vibrantly blue. Ho, ho. And then it's more of a solid color because in the beginning I started with like a mixture, and then after I went into a little like a more swoopy swoop of it. And then I went into the rocks a little bit further, the string rocks, because they needed to be a little bit more prominent. And what makes the best prominence is adding stars to the rocks, because the rocks, they absorbed the sun stars. The sun, they absorb so the rocks themselves, they have no life, but they do have life because their purpose in the world is to absorb the sun's light rays, and that's why the rocks, they shine so much.
Oh, stains left by my paint by Kaomi's paintbrush.
Now, this is when I remember the water, the missing water, where it is in that little space. So, well, what to do? You grab a little bit of yarny, not string, I think it's like ribbon. I stuffed it in there. I made like a little ball with the hot glue, and then I just painted it on in there. Some blue and then some white in order to make the waterfall end, because where the water crashes, it goes kabam, and like a splashy splash. And so that's basically what that the splash contained. And now we introduce you to pizza table.
My pizza table is my... So I have officially proclaimed my pizza table is my display table. We are displaying right now, yes. So we have the waterfall, it falls down, and then we have like a little watery rainbow board which you can ride upon the waterfall. So you're riding a rainbow upon a waterfall. A rainbow ride upon a waterfall. Yay. And then we have the sunshine, which is a beautiful, beautiful shine right there. And then all these little speckly polka dots, and then a little cave tunnel right through there. That kind of reminds me of a mouse. I don't know why it does. It's like a tail, and that's the mouse. does that remember? Okay. Yeah, it's like a little piece of glue, but it does. Okay. And we have like little bits of yeah, what do you call these? Vines? Wood little spots, wood spot tie. These are like trees-ish things, like they're all around, little trees, and then the beautiful waterfall, and this little splashy. And then around here we have like some little rocks, and then I don't know, maybe dewdrop with sunshine spots. But it just that like I wanted more color on this side because the rest of it would have been just gray, and I don't want just gray. And then the back side, ooh, my tree wonderland. That's me. Eyeball. Galaxy, the distinct.
So yeah, more eyeballs. Do not scoff. This is very deep. Ooh.
Galaxy of some, like a nice little night sky, and then it's just nice little sunshine, sunset, and then all the little trees. The colorful trees, the rainbow trees. They came from the rainbow board. The rainbow board was, okay, so if boats were built from trees, and this boat of rainbow was built from these rainbow trees. Yes. And the trees reside on a flat plane of whiteness, because the flat plane of whiteness it's as same as grass. It's grass. It's grass. Oh, okay. It's like the trees themselves, they grow from whiteness. Like if color grows from the prism of whiteness, and like the color, like that spectrum thingy was like spreads out its colors, but then these colors, they grow from the whiteness, just like that, and then it's like that's how they grow. Yeah, the sunset in the backdrop. Watch out. Okay. See you in the clouds, came out. Oh, sugar the pearl. It's a tiny little thing. And then a big thing. Watch out. Wow. See you in the clouds, came out. See you in the clouds, came out. Bye. Bye. Ooh.